The campaign against Avowed reveals the horrible, evil bigotry that fuels anti-woke. Who else but Kotaku could write this, honestly? At the bare minimum, you know what's the good part? At least we have gotten past the hurdle of, oh, you conspiracy theorist lunatic, there's no such thing as woke. Yes, there is. I'm at least happy you finally admit it. And this, obviously, is stupid. The anti-Vogue grifters, the Vogue grifters, are now attacking every other type of grifter. Honestly, the term grifter means as little as Nazi nowadays, so good job once again ruining something that previously meant something. And this article is hilarious. It just once again proves that the woke people have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. They don't actually look into what they're talking about. They have no idea how we think and any of that. And this article is perfect for that. In 2024, there has rarely been a game announced without a small but tiresomely vocal group of grifters attempting to whip up a controversy for their social media followers. Now, this statement is just flat out obviously lies. There are tons of games that no one has said anything about that have been good, and we have called them good. These people are just trying to portray everyone who disagrees with them with anti-woke people who call everything woke for no reason. Honestly, there are only a few games that get this treatment. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Dustborn, Concord, Veilguard, probably the next Mass Effect, and things like that. We all always cover the exact same thing, as strangely as this is. Do these people think that there's like this cabal of people that all of us people who make anti-woke content just come together and we discuss which next game we're gonna be labeling as woke and trying to make it not succeed? Because obviously you, dear viewer, are an incompetent moron that needs to be guided in the direction what to hate, because you obviously cannot think for yourselves. These people are insane. They have the lowest opinion of me, you, everyone who doesn't think like them is an idiot by their opinion. They legitimately think that you're watching this video and you're like drooling at the monitor to wait until I tell you what to hate. Insane. Insane. No one is gonna listen to what I say if I say something stupid. No one is gonna listen to what I say if there is just if there's no just cause for it, okay? When I have been wrong, people have called me out for being wrong. It just doesn't the world just doesn't work how these insane people think it does. And it's crazy that they have gotten to this level. No matter what the title, and no matter who the developers. That is true. It doesn't matter who is the developer. All of them can go woke in a matter of seconds. Every announcement is meticulously scrutinized for any faint sign of thought crime. Wow, what a word to use. Woke is not a thought crime. Woke is just stupidity. There's no such thing as a thought crime. That's something you made up. An element that could be construed by those charlatans as proof of wokeness, something they can decry as DEI initiative. Yes, yes, I'm constantly just looking for everything that looks woke. I mean, that's certainly true to a respect, because those are the most funniest things. And most of you probably agree. Woke is hilarious, and it's hilarious to make fun of it. And then this speculative notion is spun out of the followers as the latest attempt to take away your games. Boys, wow. Look at all the power that we have. Wow, it's amazing. Someone makes a YouTube video and that's it. You all just blindly follow everything that's being said. Wow. Please give me money. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work now, is it? No one's gonna give me money because I say give me money. Even though there's probably some millionaire watching it and saying, ha ha ha, the poor just told me to give him money. Ah, good stuff, good stuff. The These people have the wildest opinions about life against everyone else that exists, and it shows. It shows. Every time they write something, it is somehow going against exactly how the world actually functions. It's insane. These echo chambers are absolutely wild. The latest target is Avowed. Gee, I wondered for what reason. Maybe because there's not a single woman with breasts in that game. Maybe because the dialogue is stupid. Maybe because the uh, art director came out and said, yeah, I just want to pound the chuds with this game. And no one even tried to stop him. And seemingly that the studio behind Avowed is completely fine with him saying that. Does that not count as a legitimate cause to talk about it? I think it does, but obviously they don't. But in picking on it, those running the grift have rather shown their hand. How? That we can recognize Vogue? Thank you. That's a compliment, I guess, honestly. Like any online scam of any note, it's so bizarre that it's, and yes, by the way, this is still the same article. When I read this initially, I also was slightly confused. Like any online scam of any note, it's so brazen that it's only more depressing that it works so well. You know why it works so well? Because you look down at everyone. I don't. I don't look down at my viewers. I don't call them stupid. We just make fun of you for thinking that all the rest of the world is stupid. They don't need me to tell anything. They just want to watch this video because they're interested, and if they agree, they agree. If they disagree, they disagree. No one is slurping from my fountain, okay? I don't have any magical control over these people. They're gonna watch the video and they're gonna think for themselves. Is this true? Is this not true? Or what's happening? By the way, I was one of those people who was excited for Avowed before everything just popped off, and now it seems like a woke mess. I was defending it. I was saying I currently don't even see woke, and people were saying, "Oh no, 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 no." The most popular comment when I made an Avowed video, I'm excited for this, was I can't wait for Avowed to finally turn out to be woke shit, and him then crying about how mad he is that it turned woke. And those people got what they wanted. As much as it might infuriate you that someone you know would fall for a cold caller telling them that they need to send gift certificates to fix an issue with their Windows operation system, this is the strangest example that they could have honestly given, but okay. It's a Kotaku article. We're not expecting much, okay? It should equally upset you that those legions of people fought for the same Vogue gaming grift over and over and over. Maybe these people are not falling for the Vogue gaming grift. Maybe they just see what is right there in front of their eyes, and they are not dismissing it as much as you would absolutely love them to dismiss it and just follow everything you say blindly. But with about the forthcoming Obsidian roleplay game set in the world of Pillars of Eternity, the con is brazenly laid bare. What would be the con? The fact that it looks woke? The fact that the devs are woke supporters? The fact that they literally said they want Elon Musk to hate them and they're happy about it? Yes, of course, it still works, but it's so much easier to see how. No explanations, but that's okay. Uh, the Stitch, I think it's Stitch pronounced. The Stitch work like this, a game is announced, and because it's 2024, that game may not exclusively focus on white dudes saving the world for the lady in the bikini, which is bad, and every game that actually follows this criteria actually, for some reason, works out. Listen, if you want to make a game that is for women, that's fine. If you want to make a game that's exclusively for gay dudes, be my guest. I don't care. But we're talking about a period of time where they are taking already established things, beloved IPs, beloved games, and then they're just subverting them into this absolute woke travesty, recreating them in the correct image that the world should see them as, and ruining everything that they touch. So yeah, it is a popular subject. Without a doubt, it's a popular subject. Or a sexy lady playing dress up in various bikinis. They really have an emphasis on bikinis there. Can't blame them. I also try to typically find thumbnails with bikinis. Oh, while saving the world. It's the same thing, technically. I mean, some still do, but this is an industry that creates games that feature a broad range of characters. Well, this is a blatant lie. The thing with woke is, and why people hate woke so much, is because it's supposed to be all inclusive. It's supposed to be non-offensive. And that means that you can no longer talk about certain things, you cannot bring up certain subjects, and you are extremely limited in what you can do because no one can be evil, no one can be a victim. Everyone is just a product of bad circumstance or something like that. There are no more good guys, there are no more evil guys, and there are tons and tons of topics that cannot be talked about, and they feel the need to just actually add these stupid topics that no one cares to talk about, like wokeness in their games, or again, Dragon Age Veilguard, how someone's not binary, which is the cheapest knockout that you can do because being non-binary literally means that you have to do nothing, but yeah, now you're a special category of special people. It is the stupidest grift ever, by the way. The grifters recognize this is a useful target for their grift, making claims that the game is artificially altered for what should have been. Yes, we literally know that companies like Sweet Baby Inc. exist. We know that this is happening. Why would we be happy about this? And if nothing bad is being done by doing this, why are so many people disliking them? Why are so many games that have woke in them fail? A mystery. A mystery. Based on a desire to be perceived as progressive. Yes, the desire of being progressive is pretty sad because it's limiting. It's just a constant fight about who is the biggest victim, and that is boring. One of the biggest pitfalls of progressiveness is, and this is what woke people don't understand, is that there is a huge difference between a character who happens to be gay and a gay character. If you see no difference in these two statements, you're part of the problem, okay? Because one is a character who is a character, a person, an individual, who has their likes, dislikes, needs, desires, and all of that jazz, and they happen to be gay. Which is completely normal and, by the way, acceptable in a lot of games. Recently, the new Avatar thing has popped off, and people are talking a lot about it. And I covered it also. You know, people are saying, oh, the woke people are saying, not the normal ones. Oh, look at that. You're complaining about a kid who doesn't have a leg and is, an amputee, but no one complains about Toph. Yes. You know why? Because the new crippled diversity hire girl is an amputee first and foremost. Her whole existence is literally gonna revolve around that and probably the fact that she's gay or something like that, even later onward. Okay? Toph was a character first, and being blind was a fucking trait. Or, I forgot what's the guy called, but the time that Aang actually goes to the one air temple and he for a moment thinks that, oh wait, a couple of airbenders are alive because they're flying, and there's that crippled kid. That kid's whole personality is not the fact that he's crippled. It's a part of him, not his whole shtick. But nowadays, if someone makes a progressive character, then it's the good old meme of, hey, I'm gay, and that's their whole thing. It doesn't go, the persona doesn't go deeper than being gay. And that's stupid. No one likes it. That's just called bad writing. They then use this, then they use this to convince a large number of disaffected young. Oh Jesus Christ! We're actually gonna go to the disaffected youngsters part. Disaffected young men that the world, the world is trying to take away from them their last vestige of entertainment, and that is true. You are trying to take away this last vestige of entertainment that some people have. This is not even deniable. There are tons of woke companies, progressive companies that literally flat out come out and say, "Hey, this is not for you, white demon." Yeah, they are trying to do that, and obviously people don't like that. The only place left where they feel represented and prioritized, the only hope is to rise up and fight for what's right, rightfully theirs, and if they like, give some money to the grifters for for a project that never sees daylight. I feel like this is a personal attack on Grumps, by the way, which is hilarious. Except with Avowed, those behind the grift forgot to include a couple of vital stages. They forgot to develop the no develop develop. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Develop the spurious claims on develop on the spurious claims on which to condemn the project, failing to identify something that has been artificially included or an element that has been censored in the name of wokeness. Women's breasts. Hot women. We have seen how Avowed's characters look. They look horrible. They all look like something out of a horror show, okay? There's a ton of things that are going to suffer because of this. Now, I'm not saying the fact that some things are bad in the game are necessarily because of wokeness, but there are things that we can easily point to wokeness, and it is what it is. And in doing so, they made incredibly clear what it is that really is the bottom of all this bigotry. We did it, boys. We're officially bigots. Please now call me a Nazi so I can live out the rest of my days in peace. Anyway, that is Kotaku. This article is an atrocity against humanity, and no wonder Kotaku is going down under because, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Anyway, bye-bye.